So where did you learn how to tell fortunes, Dwight?
Oh, one of my mom's ex-boyfriends was a magician and a gambling addict, but he was also really good at reading tarot cards. He predicted when he was going to leave my mom, like, to the day.
Yeah. That's kind of why I don't love
my god.
this.
Spy is like low-key one of my
I
favorites.
don't think someone will watch
Predicted it.
No, the restaurant needs a new appliance.
Oh, okay. You should probably get your story straight if you're getting people to donate money, though. Come on, it'll be fun.
Okay, fine, but only because it's for a good cause.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I won't do this
Place
shit.
your hands on the deck and think about something you want.
Probably about to say some real shit.
Okay.
I got some mixed wants.
Is something wrong, Dwight? Is there water near where you're going?
Yeah, we're going to an island.
Oh, I forgot it was an island.
And are there boats near the water?
Yeah, there are boats on the water. Or we can charter this catamaran at sunset.
Yeah, so I see a boat capsizing.
What?
People screaming and a couple, like, underwater, and then it sort of fades to black.
Oh my god. Ted?
Okay, no, but come on, you can't actually see that in these cards.
Well, I also need to interpret the cards.
Okay, so maybe you could interpret something a little more positive?
Oh, I also see a party. People dressed up, all fancy in black.
The black and white party?
Funeral.
Or like a funeral.
That's
I
why
mean,
you don't
but
want
this is,
to-
well, I was about to say, but this is why you wouldn't want Twyla reading your cards. Like, all of her experiences.
Yeah.
You really need 2 backpacks? I mean, what are you keeping in these things? Well, you had a pretty
You
long
got a whole
list.
table and
You had
everything,
ice packs
yeah.
to keep the cheese that you requested cold. Well, did I get the ice pack one? Because this is not like... Just wonder why we couldn't have found a meadow somewhere, you know, some men on horseback, like, trotting in the background. Okay, David, you want to turn around? Well, the app that's counting my steps isn't working, so I honestly don't know.
You know what? I got up early to pack these bags for us because I thought this would be a fun thing to do together, but obviously that was a mistake.
Okay, wow. So then let's keep going then.
Well, no, because there's like another half an hour to go. So I think it's probably better if we just call it now and forget about the picnic.
Okay, well, we can't forget about the picnic because I will need to eat at some point soon.
Really?
Okay. I love that you've done this for us, and I think you look very dashing in your hiking clothes. It's just a long way to go for some cheese.
Then let's turn around, David, because honestly,
Where's the bear?
No, I stepped on a branch right through my shoe.
How do you know that it went through your shoe? Okay, everybody calm down. It's going to be fine. So that... We should go to the... Okay. Spread this soft. Yeah, I can see that.
Wait, how did it go through the shoe?
Okay,
It's a
why?
sharp
Why are we
branch.
still waiting?
Moira, it's a hospital.
He didn't have hiking
Sit down,
shoes.
sweetheart.
John, I have sentiments that I often say to myself, and I don't say them out loud to you, and I'd like you to hear them.
Well, there are people around, Moira, so depending on what it is you're planning on saying.
I have given far too much attention to this bicorn of a show. And I want you to know, John, that you are the most important thing in this world to me. You know that, don't you? And I include Caroline in that, and I've had that wig for 40 years.
You don't have to be doing this, Moira.
If you make it through.
When?
When what?
When he pulls through.
Yes. Everything will change, John. We are going to eat healthier. No, well, not less wine at dinner. I'll have to keep the pills, but I'm not the one who's the health risk.
Carlos, you really need to sit down because at this point I feel like I am at risk of heart failure.
Okay, I've been calling David, and he's not picking up.
And what about Alexis?
There's an idea.
Oh my god, you didn't even think
Anybody
about
have her
how
number?
this is.
I'll text her.
Okay.
It's so fucking ridiculous. Why don't you have her
You're
number?
probably hungry, so got you some snacks or some chips, and then this Johnny is an energy drink so that you can stay awake.
Shouldn't be having
All the
any
shit
of
he
that.
doesn't need
You
with
stop
it.
going to the
Such a hard
vending
time.
machine.
Sorry, Stevie. Hospitals make me nervous. Last time I was in one was with Lenny. Well, he didn't stay very long.
Oh my God.
Okay, Johnny Rose.
Here.
I'm Dr. Lippman. I'm going to take you back for some tests.
Good.
This test's code for open heart surgery. You can tell me. I once played a nurse on MASH.
Okay, is it a heart attack?
Mash.
Just want to find out what's going on.
Yeah. I'll be fine.
You're gonna be okay.
Be careful with him. Precious cargo.
As they all are.
Whoa. Moira, too soon. Too soon. Come on.
Okay,
Yeah,
I need you to
back
pull
out
it
in
out.
the street.
Okay, I told you I don't think that's a good idea. You think leaving it in is a better idea? I would do it myself, but it needs to be pulled straight out.
What kind of soft ass shoes he got on?
Straight
The
out.
branch went through the
I
bottom.
mean, look,
I need
it's
to be
got
open,
thorns
please?
in it, babe.
Yeah, but still, the rubber, hard ass rubber at the bottom.
Is it bleeding?
Don't do
Hey,
that.
folks. I have an update on Mr. Rose's condition for you. We did an endoscopy and found it was in fact severe heartburn. We gave him an antacid, a strong one, and he's doing just fine.
I drained a 20-footer and finished with an eagle.
No, he was on one of his stories.
Scared me.
Oh, Johnny, I thought this was the end of the road for you, pal. Oh, you're a blessing, my friend. A blessing. A real blessing.
Get away from him. He's my husband.
Mr. Rose needs to lay off the morning cinnamon buns and steer clear of acidic foods for a while. But apart from that, he's good to go.
Is he then?
Well, he did say that there have been some fatal cases of heartburn.
Did I?
Is everything okay, Stevie?
Yep.
Oh my god, Stevie's fucked up. He was really.
holding those programs.
That scared the shit out of her.
Good to have you back, Mr. Rose.
Well, it's good to be back. And thank you, Doctor. I'll have to call you with the rest of that Pebble Beach story.
Oh, John, the man's done enough.
The man's done
David,
enough.
I'm fine. You were limping, and the rest of the hike would have made it worse. Plus, you don't want to know what my mom would do if you showed up to opening night and couldn't walk. Okay. Oh, boy.
So
Oh my god, he just gave him a
did
fucking.
you hike out here first?
Yeah.
Well, this is nice.
And then like, yeah, that's what I
Would have
was.
made you hike all this way if I didn't think it was going to be worth it. I know you a little better than that. Okay, so how should I set up the picnic? Yeah, I think it might be a little late for that. Why don't we just take in the view for a little while, and then we'll save the picnic for another day. I didn't carry you up a mountain not to eat cheese after. So, I don't know, maybe. Okay, just tell me what to do and I'll set it all up.
I think he's gonna propose, and none of it went the way he wanted it to.
Okay, fine. In the red bag, there's a blanket. You can take that out and lay it down. Okay. That's nice. In the second bag, there is a bundle of crackers and cheese. Excusez-moi.
And champagne.
And, just one more thing. If you go into that front pocket there, there's actually something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, he's on his knees. I'm gonna die. What is
A
it?
necklace.
What's going on? So I used to come on this hike a lot when I first moved here, and I was developing feelings for this guy I just gotten into business with, and I didn't know what to do about it because I didn't know if that guy had the same feelings or if I'd ever be able to muster up the courage to let him know how I felt. And now, here he is, the love of my life, standing in front of me. It just felt like the perfect place to ask you to marry me.
Wow.
Look at
I have a
that.
blood rough
Are you
profile.
sure? Easiest decision of my life.
I can't even.
Are these 24 karat?
Oh man.
Yes,
This
everything
thing
about
is crazy.
Alexis, hey, what's up? Nothing. Just on my way back from Ted's, and I thought I'd pop in and see how you're doing, girl.
No, she's freaking out about this
Good shit.
tarot reading.
Is this about the card reading earlier? What? No. Well, I've been thinking about the card reading earlier, and I just feel like it wasn't the greatest send-off, you know? So hopefully I'll get a better one this time, and it will just, like, erase the other one.
I'd be glad to do it, Alexis, but I should warn you, I think the deck may be cursed. I predicted 4 other drownings today.
Okay, well, maybe you should get a new deck.
Death aside, your last reading was really good.
It was?
You guys got up from the table before I could get to it.
I flipped the Ten of Cups. And I saw your family with this big golden ring of light around them. Like you all had something to celebrate. It's going to be a good year, Alexis. You're on the right path. Thanks, Dwight. You're welcome.
Thanks, Twi.
And that golden ring means prosperity. Either that or it's a stain from a beer bottle. My mom's ex gave me the cards. Ew.
All right, that was a very sweet and endearing episode 13 right there. Surprise proposal at the end. Didn't see it coming, but it kind of made sense once we got there. Like you was calling it the whole way though, babe. So
it felt like one of those things. Like
yep,
you're trying to set up this perfect thing, and he's like, "We just got to get there."
Yeah. And so I guess he felt since that thing happened with his foot that he didn't want to do it at that point because now everything is all off. It didn't go smooth. But he still ended up doing it anyway, and it worked out. I think it did even better because it really threw off David for sure. If he even had an inkling that was going to happen, so it worked out real good. And the thing with Johnny, I thought maybe that would be the catalyst of what maybe that's why Alexa would be able to stay. But no, Johnny's fine. He's totally good. But it did show how much Stevie cares about him for sure, and if he was to leave. And so I don't know how I feel about Lex and them and Steve going off though to the island. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, Alexis and Ted.
And Ted, I mean, I don't know how they are they gonna do it. I mean, I guess maybe they can take a break. She's not gonna like it whatsoever. It's gonna be hell. They'll be turning around and come right back after that. But we'll see. But it is funny watching Alexis twiddle around, not wanting to go, but she already committed to it, so she got to do it. So we shall see. This felt more like a season finale, but it is not. So I'm happy that we got one more episode because that means we get to see the performance. And I'm here for all that. Let's go.
Yeah, so I absolutely love the fact that Twyla is reading tarot cards.
Tarot cards. Right?
And the fact that she would have these very like dark, sinister type readings makes so much sense. I feel like she would just that's what she would visualize because that's like literally how everything shows up in her life, and it doesn't seem very. She says it so cavalierly too, like it's just like what it is. I love that so much. So many highlights in this episode, so it's very difficult to speak on all of them, but Alexis's realization that she's going to miss her family is probably one of my favorite Alexis's moments of the entire series. The fact that, like, and Ted's, like, receiving of the information was so perfect, too. Like, you just miss it. You're going to miss them. Like, why don't you not recognize what that feeling is going to be? It was just such a like huge moment, I feel like, of her transformation and character development. Like she's been on this amazing path anyway, but just the articulation of her being worried about missing her family is a huge highlight of mine. I really love that so much. And the other highlight for me, one with the Johnny situation, was more of you could see clearly. I mean, we know this, but like in a situation like that, she was shook to her core too. Like she was really scared, really worried, and the fact that she all of a sudden felt guilty she hasn't been spending as much time because she's been focused on the play. I felt like it stripped the layers away from Moira too because she was so worried. But the highlight in all of that was definitely Stevie's like subtle reaction. They didn't highlight it a lot. It was definitely in the background. Mm-hmm. But if you watched her in any capacity in that whole situation, especially when he came back, I think she's shook and she didn't realize how much she loves specifically that like dad dynamic that she has with Johnny. And I think it's going to take her a minute to recover from this because she's been so independent and like builds these walls around herself so she doesn't have to care for anybody else, so she doesn't get hurt. I think this is going to be a really big blow for her, just for her to settle and figure out like how to deal with these feelings that I think she was really scared. So I love that. I'm curious. We didn't get to see it play out, so I'm curious if that's going to play out in the next episode because they just had it very subtly, like I said, in the background. But like that was really intriguing. So I'm like, where are they going to go with that? Yeah. And then everything, as per usual, with David and Patrick just obviously had me bawling my eyes out. But like I did feel like I knew the direction it was going, because it seems like one of those classic Patrick was really trying to plan something out. But I love Patrick's facial reaction to when David takes care of him, as far as like, although he was bitching the entire time, you know, he brought hand sanitizer in case they, like, like David was, you know, David was David, but he did want to go on the hike too, right? And the fact that like Patrick's face was melting completely with David taking care of him was just so sweet. And then like David's reaction, and Patrick too, both of them, as far as them breaking face and like not being able to contain it, felt so real. It's so crazy that it was acted. Like it felt like they're actually getting married, you know, or that was an actual proposal. It was so well acted. I can't even finish the thought. Melted my heart to pieces. Like I can't believe we get to see that like level of authenticity acted, and I just believe that they're actually together, you know, like it was so sweet. So loved everything about this episode. Absolutely have no idea how they can top that in the finale, but I'm here and ready to check it out.
Yep. Alright, well look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Schitt's Creek Season 5, Episode number 13. And until next time, people.